All right, guys. Thanks for jumping on board. Again, we're here Wednesday night with our program on how to sell coaching or anything else. So if you're coming on board and you're a coach, great. If you are in any other profession, type it in chat. Maybe you're in insurance sales, realtor, consultant, SEO services, whatever you offer, network marketing, whatever that is. I want you to type it in the comments. We're going to talk about this tonight, how to sell using the promise of follow-up, or the process of follow-up. Now, I always say I'm going to keep these 30 minutes. Tonight, I've got a timer. I'm going to be off here in 30 minutes or less. So if you're jumping on board, lay aside all distractions for a few moments. Really grab a hold of this. It's going to be really important for you. Tonight, I want to talk about we're going to talk about the law of a third. So I love writing on a little whiteboard here. So as you can see, this the law of 1/3. The law of 1/3 is really simple, but it's the premise of your business. Again, coach, consultant, salesperson, any area really is law of 1/3. And the 1/3 is 1/3 of your time. So if you can imagine, that's supposed to be a pie. 1/3 of your time is going to be dealing with people in prospect or indoctrination. I want you to write down prospect or indoctrination. Indoctrination sounds like a bad word. Indoctrination sounds like a cult. It's not a bad word. It means you're informing somebody about what you offer, what you do, and you're doing it in a way that is natural to them. So where they're at, if they're naturally reading, if they're naturally on Facebook, if they're naturally going to events, you are there and you're bringing them information. So we call it indoctrination. That's 1/3 of your time needs to be spent with that person. 1/3 of your time needs to be in selling. And selling is not a bad word. We've talked about this. Selling can be literally giving a pitch. It can be asking questions. It can be working with that person through different formulas and worksheets to see where they need. That 1/3 also includes closing. Now, for my sales people out there, everybody, Wayne, what is the magic words to close a sale? You have to sell first before you can close. Grab a hold of that. You have to sell first. And then the last third, which is extremely important, I want you to grab a hold of this, is the follow through. The follow up. This is when you continue to talk with people and follow through with them, follow up with them until they do business with you. Now, there's a couple of points I really want to grab a hold of in this, and I want you to become aware of. Many people are looking for the secret in selling. They're looking how the right words to say. They're looking for the right program. They're looking for the right system. And if you would, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to jump back on and make sure everybody is in the event. Make sure it's gone live on our group. Okay, that's good. That's good. So anybody that has any questions, I want you to jump on board and ask. You hit the chat button, and I see some of you have started texting me. Chat button, text me, whatever is good for you, and we'll answer the questions. Okay. So let's jump in here with this. Let's jump in here with the law of a third. So law of a third, again, 1/3 of the time prospecting, 1/3 of the time speaking with, and 1/3 of the time on the phone. So I'm going to give you some real numbers. And these are accurate within a few $100. Okay. So this is not to brag at all. I'm just going to tell you, in fact, I won't tell you. I'll just go ahead and share with you. In the month of April, now understand, in the month of April, we sold $151,000 worth of coaching. $151,000 in the month of April. Now, before you think, oh my goodness, listen, that was coaching that was not my coaching program alone. That was really, I'm involved helping actually one of my mentors with the coaching. But this was literally me on the phone me on text, me through chat bots, me through Messenger, talking with people. The coaching that literally signed up and contracted coaching was $151,000. Now, why am I telling you this? Not so you can go, yay, Wayne. No, by no means. First of all, I want to expand your belief of what's possible. But here's the key. This is very, very important. Approximately 120, I want to say it was 124,000, might have been 123. 124,000, 123,000 was sold in the last part of that third. It was sold in the follow-up. It was sold in the follow-up, which means about 25 to 27,000 was actually sold on the phone. This sounds good. How do we get started? And we did business. Okay. I want you to grab a hold of this, because if I had just taken the calls and said, hey, thanks for jumping on board. Thanks for looking at what we're offering. Here's how we can help your business. And this was business to business coaching. Then we would have had a $24,000 or $27,000 in coaching. But by willing to do the follow-up, look how much more. Look how much more. And there's even more coming because some of those people are still being followed up on. Is this making sense? Okay. So let's look at your coaching. Let's look at your coaching. And so I'm going to go, if you have any questions, anything, post in chat. Let's get this going. But let's look at your coaching. Let's assume you have you're selling coaching by strategy calls or discovery calls. It means you're setting up an appointment with a calendar link, like many of you came on board with our coaching program, and you're getting on the phone and you're talking to somebody. And let's assume you have, just take 5 calls a week. Let's just say you're doing 1 a day, something very simple. Okay. So you're doing 5 calls a week. I mean, these are people that have, so let's start back with indoctrination. And we're going to talk about that a lot more on another call, but you've indoctrinated them. That means they got an email from you. They've watched your videos. They've been following your podcast, whatever they've learned about you. And now they've moved over from indoctrination into a phone call. You're on the phone with them and you're saying, here's how I can help you. Can I help you? Make sure. The part of the discovery call is not always just a sale. It's to really see if they're the kind of person we want to work with. Now, if we've done good on the indoctrination side, you're going to work with a lot better people. But let's say you had 5 calls, very small, just getting started in your coaching business, and so you're talking to 20 people a month. Now, if you have a 10% close ratio, that means 10% of the people that you talk to, 1 out of 10 say, yeah, I really would love to talk with you. I'd love to coach with you. And then so you've got 2 new clients a month. Now, depending where you're at financially, some of you are at $1,000 a month, some of you are at $5,000 a month, some of you are at $500 a month. What is 2? 2 times that's how much money you make for doing those phone calls and then coaching them. But now let's look at my numbers. So my numbers, approximately, if you look at 151 minus 120, I haven't done it by math. I need to really break that down. But about 80% of the sales came after the initial phone call. Follow-up calls, follow-up emails, what I'm going to talk about here for the next 15 minutes is in follow-up. So if 80%, that means 20% came from the initial call. So let's say that's 4 times as much. So if 4 times as much came through the follow-up, that means the other 40% you would get through follow-up. That means another 8 sales. That means you went from 2 sales to 10. Because you have a good follow-through system. I don't just mean follow-up. We're going to talk about a system. So what would that do? Let's say you were $1,000 a month, and you sold 2. Now you're at $2,000 a month. A good part-time income, correct? But now if you do the follow-up process properly, you're at $10,000 a month. What does $10,000 a month do for you? $10,000 a month is $120,000 a year. You've got a very lucrative full-time income. Okay. However, you must become very good at follow-through. And this is especially important when you're talking about higher ticket products, but it's also important with lower tickets. But if you've got a product that I would say is more than $3,000, $2,000, $3,000, then you definitely want to follow through system. You want to follow through on any, but definitely that, because the higher the amount for them to invest with you, the more they're going to have to think about it. I want to think about that, Wayne. That sounds good, but I want to think about it. That sounds good, but they're trying to judge if that's something they can do or not, okay? And so there's mental decisions. And so here's what a lot of people do. They just try to become better at closing, okay? That means they jump in, they try to be the best at closing, they want to tell every secret. The problem with that is, you have the right words. The problem with that is some people still want to think about it. Okay, so it's better to take some of those closing techniques, that closing verbiage, and pace it out throughout a follow-through system. So let me give brass tacks. Let me get down to what I did to bring in the extra $120-something thousand of coaching, and how you can do the same. Okay, number one is you must have a system, and so I want you to take pen and paper, or whiteboard and dry erase. I want you to take pen and paper. This isn't something you type up. This is something you write it down, get your brain engaged. Whole reason we do writing. Okay, follow-up system. Now, there's a couple of ways of following up. You want to hit people in different places. Some people love to read emails. So let's do emails. Some people are going to do Facebook chat, Facebook Messenger. So let's write Facebook Messenger. Now, some people are going to look at the phone. So we got text messages and we have phone calls. Now, other people are going to ignore your emails. They don't check Messenger. They're not going to look at your text. So we want to be on their Facebook feed. Okay? And so I'm going to talk about how, now that sounds like a lot, but you're talking to somebody and you're asking them for $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $20,000, and they're like, I just don't know. I mean, think about it. You need to implement every one of these strategies as easy as possible. So, and if you don't have a good system, then did I email them? Let me email them again. Did I call them? Let me call them again. And what really happens is they end up in a system that doesn't truly work. So we're going to, you miss them, or you either miss or you overdo it, okay? They're like, wait, I've heard from you 6 times in 2 days. Please back off. So what we want to do is we want to follow through with more education. We want to follow through educating. So I've already asked you to come on board as a coaching client. My next step is I want to educate you. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm going to educate you in what it is that we're talking about. So let's talk about, let's just take something off topic from what I was selling. Let's look at network marketing. For those who are in direct selling, network marketing, and I'm offering you a network marketing program that you can join, or a coaching program. And you're like, no, thank you. Not now. Let me think about it. And whatever else comes up. Then I want to, what is educational and engaging. I want to engage them. So what I would do, let me share with you really quick if I can. I'm going to try to share my screen right here. And so we're going to go to Google, and I'm going to type in, let me see if I can pull this up on my screen. I'm not sure if I can share a screen and still record. I'm not sure, but I'm going to sure give it a shot. How about that? So share desktop. Okay, so yeah, I think we can. I think we're still recording. So check this out. Network marketing news. So I just went to Google, typed in network marketing news, because remember, I'm trying to recruit these networkers. And I went to news. And the trouble with network marketing schemes. Oh my goodness, 4 hours ago, Yahoo Finance. So I can pull that up and see what they're talking about. And that's probably not somebody I'd want to send somebody that I'm trying to recruit into network marketing. And I don't, that they're going here with Herbalife and Tupperware. Come on, these companies have been around forever. So you're going to have to look for the negative, and then, but you also want to look for the positive. Now, using LinkedIn to transform your business, a look at network marketing by Thrive, and we're just going to continue next. Let's look and see. What can marketers do as digital optimism fades? So we're going to find something about network marketing. Here we go. History in the making. Best-selling publisher announces the release of new book, History in the Making, from Dream to Reality in Network Marketing. So I may look at this. Okay, it's great. If this isn't going to be competition for me, I can copy this, and then I can shoot somebody an email. Does that make sense? Say, hey, I want you to see this. I thought this. So we can put this in an automated email. Understand this. We want to do this in automation. Okay. So we're going to talk about two companies. We're going to talk about two companies. We're going to talk about ActiveCampaign. Now, there's ActiveCampaign. There's Aweber. There is Constant Contact, MailChimp. I've always done Aweber, but I'm moving over more and more to ActiveCampaign, and I'm going to show you why. What did I say? We want to hit people in different modalities. So I want to follow up, again, with education engagement. But educate them. I'm going to engage them. I'm going to bring them more information. But let me first, before I forget, let me jump back to Google News. So network marketing news, what I want to do down here is I want to create an alert. See this button? You'll hit a create an alert, and it'll take you to this page. There's my email address, locate1@gmail. I can do this, and I can create an alert. Now, when I create an alert, I can have it show me once a day. Don't do it as it happens. It'll blow your email up. At most once a day, or at most once a week. I might even choose once a week for this. I think I will. Any region, I just want United States. Let's just do any region. News, or you can choose blogs or web. I just want news. And I'm going to create an alert. And so there's my alert. Now, every time that something comes up in network marketing, it's going to email. Or once a week, I'm going to get these emails. What am I going to do? I'm going to take that and talk to my team. I'm going to talk to my prospects. So that's important because it's education. Now, let me jump over to ActiveCampaign. Now, ActiveCampaign, I'm not going to go through everything. This is one that we had, and this was a campaign that we had, and it's not active now, but I'm going to show you. If I can take and add a contact here, okay? I have a contact that comes on board. I may have said I just got off the phone with my buddy. Let's use Rome. I got off the phone with Rome Batchelor, and I'm going to take Rome. And he didn't buy. He didn't come on board as a coach. He's thinking about it, whatever. And then I'm going to put him in here as a contact. When I put him in as a contact, it'll say, how do you want to set him up on an automation? I'm covering this kind of quick. Come on board as a student. I'll help you set all of this up. Automation. Now, automation, what happens is it comes on here, and he's going to get an email. Look at this. He's going to get an email from me. I can edit the email, and we'll talk about this later. This really, you want to be something very short and sweet. My mentor says 9 words. I like it to be about 2 sentences. Really quick, and just asking a question, making a statement, asking a question. Okay. Then, what's this say? Wait 1 day. I don't want to bomb them again and again and again. Next day, they're going to get another email. Then next day, they're going to get another. They're going to wait a day. So I've got a day in between. But here's what I want you to look at. I can do more than just send them an email. Okay. I can come over here, and I can add to a Facebook custom audience. Okay. Remember earlier I showed you we want to be in their news feed. So we're going to talk about Facebook custom audiences. Again, I'm going to do this in 8 minutes, so I'm going to talk quick. If I go and I talk to my buddy and he's not interested and I put him in this automation, I can step away for the most part. And there's a lot of options you can do in here. For those who get off, I'm just going to tell you, if you want to get a little geeky about it, there's a lot of things you can do as far as setting up people and what they receive. I try to keep it simple. I want to keep it simple. I want to coach people, not be an internet marketer all day. I want to coach people, but I use internet marketing to find them. So they get an email. Thanks for jumping on the call. Here's a great one. Thanks for jumping on the call with me. May I ask you, what was the biggest benefit you got out of it? Or what was your biggest aha moment? Question mark, Wayne. And so what's going to happen? The day after they get on the phone or later, I can even set it up for, I think I have mine set up for 5 hours later. They're going to get that. And they're going to say, oh, okay, well, here's what I got out of it. When they email me back what they got out of the call, I can go, great, awesome. And usually I don't even ask, are you sure you don't want to jump on board? I just, because they're expecting that. They're expecting this. I give them what I give them some thank you for replying, thank you for your time. And then we kind of go to the next day and let the email ask them, hey, by the way, did you get this? By the way, did you get this? I want to make sure you got this email. Maybe that's where I put that press release in, or maybe that's where I put in a free audio book or something. Then I want to wait another day. So I'm doing this step by step, and they're gaining information. So yes, it's a drip, and it goes on and on and on. Believe me, I'm doing a day in between, later on I may do 3 days. So they're receiving this. But about day 3 or 4, I want to add them to a Facebook custom audience. Now, what does that do? Let me share with you, for time's sake, what a custom audience is a Facebook audience. So you'll need an ads manager account. And a custom audience is, I can have this, I can name it anything I want to. So I can name it network marketing leads, MLM leads, or something like that. I know these people have looked at my program, but they haven't come on board. So maybe day 3, it automatically connects them to a Facebook custom audience. Now, you can do that in Facebook, but if you've got this set up through ActiveCampaign, it's so much easier. So now they're automatically going to start seeing what I tell Facebook to put in the inside of the campaign. It could be book another call with me. It could be more information. But I prefer to do videos in Facebook. Simple 2 or 3 minute video. And it could be, hey, thanks for jumping on the call. I really enjoyed speaking to you. I know we can help you build your organization and network marketing. Be sure to check the emails I'm sending you. When you're ready to work with me, I'm ready to work with you. Or you could even maybe back that custom audience out so they don't see it for 2 weeks. So they're getting your emails, but they don't. Then in the email and the custom audience, you have a special offer. Hey, so I'm so glad that we were able to talk 2 weeks ago. Listen, I want you to know I've got a $500 discount, or I've got a 2 months free coaching if you come on board our 6-month program. Whatever it is, you have a video set up. Very important. The power of a custom audience is you can spend about $1 a day. Now, if you have a small audience, less than a couple hundred people, you can maybe $2 a day, so $30 to $60 a month. And you can set the frequency, so they're going to see you X amount of times per week. Let that video run for 2 or 3 weeks, and then change that to video. So there's something new coming, okay? Or you see it. You didn't do business with me. You got off of this little phone, and we didn't do business. But now you're receiving automated emails. That's bringing value, asking questions. Want to ask questions and be sure to check the email so you can respond back. But then you also are bringing value in email. Through video, where they're naturally looking on Facebook. And you can even go a little further. You can even go and have it set up where you can text them, have automated text messages go out, etc. Now, let me jump over really quick. I want to show you one more thing. There's a company, now you don't have to do this immediately, and there's some free ones out there, but there's a company called BombBomb. BombBomb is video email. You can do it through email, you can do it through text. And so basically, when I do a BombBomb video, in fact, maybe I should do one real quick. Maybe I should show you how it works. Well, for time's sake, basically you click on this you'll have this little button here. See down here? This little button will be in all of your Gmails and and you can do it on the phone, and you can shoot a little video. So what I like to do, back to automation, okay? Let's talk about automation. I'm a member of BombBomb. I'm not going to get into it now and show you all of that. For time's sake, and also for my students, I will show you exactly how to set that up. So if I know I'm talking to, hey, Ruth, I'm going to talk to you, Ruth, tomorrow about our coaching program, and you're on my calendar, then I've got a video, it's pre-recorded, and it's me talking. And I think I'm wearing the same shirt. And I'm like, hey, I look forward to meeting you tomorrow. I'll be calling you from my number here in Wilmington, North Carolina, 910-233-2511. Have pen and paper ready. It's going to be a fun call. I look forward to speaking with you. See you then. And okay, I record it once, but I can send it over and over and over. And so here, Ruth got an email. It says about our call tomorrow, and there's me talking. You see me talking. It's a quick little video. I think the one I sent out is about 17 seconds. Then we're going to talk, and you're either going to do business or not yet. And if it's not yet, then I'm going to place you into this active campaign. You're going to receive emails. You're going to go into my custom audience and receive Facebook videos. But another step that I'm going to do is I'm going to take that very same email while I'm dropping it in active campaign, I'm going to drop it over in BombBomb. And if there's so day 2, I don't do it day 1. Day 1, they got an email from me. Day 2, they're going to get a video from me. And again, it's pre-recorded, but it looks personal. And it's like, hey, I really enjoyed it. It's been 2 days since we talked. A couple things I want to remind you of. our program offers blank, 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 3 benefits, 2 or 3 quick benefits. By the way, I'd love to hop back on the phone with you. I found that after a few days, people have questions. Here's my number, 910-233-2511. Give me a call, hit the reply button. I look forward to hearing from you. Then I have another email that goes out 2 days later, an email that goes out a week later, etc. When it's set up and automated, it's done for you. So imagine this. You were on the edge of jumping on this network marketing company. You were on the edge of buying this product. You're on the edge of joining this coaching program. Oh, it's not the right time. I don't know. Something come up. You know, the kids screamed, the dog barked, vice versa. Your mind got distracted. And so now you're like, okay, but there, you're getting a text message. Okay, I may need to look back at that. Then you got an email. And then there's a video text. And you're like, oh my goodness. And then you're scrolling Facebook and there it is again. That is, now people ask, how long do you follow up? If you're following up and going, are you going to buy? Are you going to buy? Are you going to buy? Come on, aren't you going to buy? Aren't you going to buy from me? Then you've really got to, here we are. Okay, if you really just, aren't you going to buy? Aren't you going to buy? Aren't you going to buy? It becomes very rude. But if you're bringing value, somebody that wants to join a coaching program to lose weight or weight loss coaches, there is a world of information out there. There's so much you could do, and you can either, and I recommend about a 2/3. And let me say, 2/3, 1/3. So 2/3 of the information, 2/3, 1/3, write that down. 2/3 of the information should be you bringing it. You're talking about it, you're sharing, you're positioning yourself as the expert. The 1/3 should be other people. So if I'm weight loss, I might find a great article by somebody, and a great recipe, great article, something on keto, something on intermittent fasting, whatever it may be. I'm going to send it and say, listen, I saw this and it impressed me. I thought you might want to look at it. And then I'm going to follow up with my own process as well. Now, my last thing I want to share with you, and then I'm going over about 2 minutes. I'm going to stick with my word. And get off of here quickly. I'm going to show you quickly, if I can, one more company. Now, if any of you want to get signed up with these, let me know. I can help you, show you how to do it, etc. So let me jump over and show you one more company. So think about this. It takes 2 minutes to take an email address and post in these. We're not doing thousands. We're doing only the people we've been on the phone with. Now you've got automated follow-up, and you can have follow-up for a year. And if you're educating them, not harassing them, you're educating them, then why would they care? If it's not going to harass them, they're just building more rapport, and they're going to come to you at the right time. This is the last thing I want to show you, and then we're going to get off here. Let me share my screen again. Okay, this is thanks.io, thanks.io. This is wonderful. There's a company called Send Out Cards. A lot of network marketers use, a lot of realtors use. It's a big company. I like this one. Here's why I like this. I can send out a thank you card to someone for 99 cents. They will write my message, looks like a handwritten note, thank you card. This is if you talk to them and you've got their email, and you've got their mailing address. And you may not always, but listen, if you're getting off the phone, they're not going to buy anyway. Say, listen, I'd like to throw some information into, drop some information in the mail to you. Can I get your mailing address? What's your best mailing address? And they give it to you. Send them a thank you card. It's 99 cents. 99 cents. So I've got a thank you card for your time. I've got a email. I've got text messages. I've got video text. I'm seeing you on Facebook, and everything is engaging, either thanking me or engaging me with more education. And just also in here, we can retarget people. We can set up campaigns. So I can get a thank you card, and 3 days or 3 weeks later, another thank you card, and then maybe a 50% discount 6 weeks later. I don't set all that up. I have campaigns for everything, but in this, I just send them a simple card. So 99 cents per card. Look at that. Now, for $49 a month, you can get it for 49 cents a card. So if you send them a lot, you're trying to target an area, etc. Send 10 free here. Definitely take advantage of that. If you're doing a lot, then definitely jump in there. So now check this out. Send handwritten postcards to your website visitors automatically. Visitors click a button, you get their address, they get your postcard. Okay. This is something to consider too, guys. Here's my point. Okay. When you retarget, 2 things, or when you follow through, educate the client. How did it go from 20-something thousand in sales to 151,000? I brought them information. I brought them information about our business-to-business coaching. I brought them any kind of discounts we were having, any kind of specials we were having. I brought this information to them, and I did it consistently to stay front of mind, but I did it honorably. I didn't push them. I didn't harass them. And I always had a call to action. Give me a call. Let's talk on the phone. Hit the reply, whatever. And most, again, over 100,000 of that sales were emails back. Wayne, I'm thinking about it. Let's hop on a call. I've got a few more questions. Wayne, I saw this. Wayne, I'm ready to get going. And so this is my system that I use here to sell more coaching. Here's my question for you. What is your indoctrination? What is your first, how do you bring people in to know you? What's your sales system look like? And then how do you set up this? If it sounds like a lot of information, guys, it is until you learn it. Then it's so simple. So today I had 2 or 3 discovery calls. I took that email, popped it in BombBomb, I popped it in Active Campaign, and I'm done. I'm done. How fun is that? So here's what I want you to do. I want you, if you would, to let me know how I can help you. Call me, 910-233-2511, 910-233-2511, and I'm going to go ask you to pick up our book. If you haven't picked up our book yet, go to lifecoachlifestyle.com, lifecoachlifestyle.com. And so let me share that real quick. Okay, lifecoachlifestyle.com, how to become a 6-figure life coach in just 9 weeks. If you come here, you'll see very simple. Just put in your email address here, and then hit send it over, and it's going to send it to you. Real simple. So I want you to grab a hold of this book first and foremost. Then it's going to take you over here. You're going to learn a little bit about me, and it's going to be an opportunity to book a call with me. Okay. All right. So let's get you on the lifecoachlifestyle.com. Secondly, I want you to go to prosperwithwayne.com. Prosperwithwayne.com, you can download the book. You can learn about our different programs, and you can go to our blog. And so every time we update our blog, it comes in here. And our blogs are done by video, and we have information on our podcast on here. So you can see here's our podcast. So I want you to jump on board, prosperwithwayne.com, or howtosellyourcoaching.com, and of course, Life Coach Lifestyle. So any questions, guys, hit me up in chat. I look forward to, sharing with you, learning more about you, helping you any way I can. That is my goal here, okay? So again, that's how we can get started. Call me, grab the book, let's work. If you're like, Wayne, I am a coach, but Wayne, I don't know how to do all this. I need some help. Give me a call. We'll talk about it, how to get you started. If you're a coach and you're not making $10,000 a year, you need to start with the Life Coach Lifestyle. If you're at $10,000 a year and want to scale, then we need to talk, and I'll share what some options we have inside of our marketing program. So it's the go to howtosellyourcoaching.com, prosperwithwayne.com, and be sure to get the book. 910-233-2511. I thank you all for jumping on board. I see some questions. I know there's some questions coming board I didn't have time to get to. We're here every Wednesday evening doing this, every Wednesday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So, thank you for your chat there. Need to learn about the education. So yeah, let's talk again. Follow us. A lot of this is for my students. Your back office, this and the other webinars that we've had, we've been editing, and we're going to be placing in the back office so you can always revisit this. Thanks so much. Have a great evening.